Today we're jumping on the bandwagon and we're brewing a New England IPA. Here's how. This is actually future me and this is the finished beer. I'll tell you what it tastes like at the end, but let's just talk a little bit about the ingredients. So we used Thomas Fawcett pearl malt as our malt, and actually no other specialty malts, that was it. We also added some corn sugar to get us to about 7% ABV. Now in terms of hops, our bittering hop was Bravo, and then at flame out we added 2 more hops, Citra and Mosaic. We dry hop this beer as well, and we used Citra and Mosaic again to dry hop it. Finally, the yeast that we used, we wanted something that would really give a cloudy New England feel, so we went with Vermont Ale yeast from the Yeast Bay. Alright, so that's what was in it. Let's go back now to brew day and see how it went. So we decided it's probably time we tried recalibrating the pH meter.
Actually, hydro tester.
A hydro tester?
Yeah, pH meter. It says to do it once per month, so you know, once ever would be good. This is a 7.0 buffer solution, so you just mix with 100 mils of distilled water to make up like a control sample, and then you calibrate the meter to make sure that it actually correctly measures it as 7.0. The first thing you do is just put it in and see if it already measures the correct 7.0. Wow.
Oh dear.
Alright, so now what it says is you hold down the cal button for 10 seconds and it should start flashing, and then you choose if you want to calibrate at 7 or another one. You enter to calibrate at 7. And then it's just going to show that CAL progress, and then it says end and it's finished. So now we should be able to just remeasure that mash.
Five point two. 5.1.
5.0.
4.9.
Wow. Well, I guess it's better to know it. See if we can maybe make some corrections to get that closer to what we want, because we want 5.5, 5.6 even.
Well, to correct the pH a little bit the other way, we are bringing out the chalk and we're going to see if we can raise it a little bit.
Okay, so the pH still is too low, so a bit of a desperate attempt here to just throw in all the remaining chalk that we have. There's a little bit of concern about messing up some of the other aspects of the water chemistry by only shooting to get the pH right, but we're going to try this and I guess chalk it up to experience. We have quite a lot of bittering hops, Bravo, 3 ounces. And just keeping an eye on the boil a bit because it's pretty aggressive already and don't want to boil over here.
At flame out we have hops. We have a lot of hops. 8 ounces of hops. We have Mosaic and
Citra. Smells great.
Smell it, smell it. So with a lot of flame out hops added, we're now cooling and aerating manually. We still need to find a better way to do this part and putting it into the carboys. We made a yeast starter for this beer, which is a first for us. We normally just kind of pitch a ton of yeast But we did that using something called fast pitch. If you want to see how we did that, there's a separate video in the description. But we're now going to split this. So what's in the 2 carboys now with the yeast added. We just did a original gravity reading, and we're at hold on. We got a reading of 1.060. Now we were a little bit concerned with the pH if we were going to be good with original gravity, and actually we didn't quite hit it because we should have got 1.066. We'll see how it finishes up. Back to future me. So what's the verdict? Actually, we were very pleased with the way this turned out. We got this cloudy look which we were going for. It's really strange to brew an IPA, have it come out cloudy and that be kind of the desired result. But we certainly got that, and the aroma really does smell very floral, very fruity, and the taste is very much like that too. Not quite pulpy orange juice, but not a whole world away from it either. It's a very refreshing, nice summer beer. I've been drinking this a lot at the beach. We've included the recipe for this beer in the description below. If you give it a go, let us know how it goes. And for more videos like this about brew days and also homebrew tips and reviews, hit that subscribe button.